Okay, guys. So today, this is going to be the first episode of our podcast. This is going to be my podcast, probably. We'll see. Black Santa might be a regular on this podcast, but we're just going to be going through random gaming questions, and I think it'll be pretty fun. So let's get into it. So the first question that I have that I think might be kind of interesting to talk through is, do you think that survival or creative Minecraft is better? What do you think? I think that...
Uh, okay. Well, let's just get into a history lesson of my life here. My sisters. It is so annoying because every time I want to play Minecraft,
Uh-huh.
I'm playing with my sisters.
Yeah.
So every freaking time they're just like, Julius, I want to do creative because I get to fly, and I'm just like, oh no.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Dude,
It's so annoying.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I think... You just developed a hate?
Developed a hate for creative mode in Minecraft, but
Yeah.
I'm sure if I was able to use it correctly, I'd be totally fine.
For sure. My experience with it is I really, really enjoy it, depending on what it's for. If it's for, like, I don't know, if I just want to build, like, a server. Like, I built a server, never actually posted it, kind of disappointed about that, but I built a server. It was super fun when I played with my friends on it, and it was one of the, like, best things I've ever built. I don't know, you should check out that video if you guys haven't, but it was one of the best things I've ever built, and it was insane. It was awesome, and I think it's really fun if you're just kind of trying to play around just kind of casually. My sister, she literally plays it like it's like it's survival. Like, she'll run away from mobs and stuff in creative, and I'm like, you can fly. You just got like netherite armor.
I'm gonna die.
You just got like netherite armor, and you are flying. And it's just so funny, so super funny. But I also think that it just depends. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for like...
Me and my friends had done a fun experiment thing.
Yeah.
Where basically what we did was like, excuse me. One person was like in creative mode, and
Yeah.
technically they were like God.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'd had to go we went in an old map.
Mhm.
We had me and my friend, we like kept moving, like kept trying to survive regularly.
Yeah.
And the guy in creative would always just like spawn mobs or change
Yeah.
the weather to lightning or something.
Dude, I would
Or
probably
try
just
to
like
kill
spawn
us
like the
without,
Ender
like-
Dragon or something.
It'd be so fun.
I'd do like
That's
slash
so-
spawn Ender Dragon or whatever. Just like destroy everything and spawn like 70 of them.
Yes, for real though.
Also, like, if you're like want to build like something, or if you're gonna build like a quick mini game or something for your friends, like let's say your friend comes over. I've done this a lot with my friends. If like your friend comes over playing on the PlayStation or Xbox or whatever, and then you just like make like a little mini game map out of like bedrock or whatever, and then you put like little chests around the map, and then like a massive chest that has like really good stuff, and then you just play with your friend over and over again. Like, I've done that before too. And so like you go creative and then go into survival.
I think it's more of like creative in Minecraft can be fun if you're like creating a game or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's so boring. It's like, oh, I found the woodland house. What do I do? I'm in creative. I'm gonna burn it.
Yeah.
So, like,
Usually I just explode it.
It's-
I just explode it, honestly. Just like
Yes.
place TNT everywhere and then just like see how far I can get the
just
pieces of
love to see
TNT.
suffering.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think that's my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
Survival is. I've never beaten the Ender Dragon though, because I'm a noob. It
Bro.
can be fun. I just get so bored after I play the same
Yeah.
world.
Dude, the thing, I honestly don't really get bored of it. I really don't get bored of it.
No, it's
I'm gonna add a
weird.
really quick twist. What do you think of adventure mode?
Oh, actually, I've
The
only one
only
time I've experienced.
adventure mode.
Only experienced adventure mode one time, I think.
Really? The
So
only time, dude,
I don't
adventure
even know
mode is
what it
so
is.
dumb when you're playing on like a world. But like if you're building like a server or something, like when I built my server, I didn't have any like mods or anything on it because it was just a normal world. I didn't really know
What's
what I
the
was doing.
difference between adventure mode?
Adventure mode, you can't break blocks. You can kill things, you can't break blocks. I don't even know if you can open chests, to be honest. I'm actually gonna look that up really quick. Can you? But I just think that it's kind of a pretty useless mode unless you're building like a server or like a mini game thing, like I said before.
Yeah, that makes sense. Huh.
It's still possible to craft in an inventory and in a crafting table with adventure mode, and you can interact with blocks, with chests, dispensers, crafting tables, furnaces, brewing stands, etc. But you just can't break blocks, which is
Okay.
I don't. Can you place blocks?
Yeah, I think I remember that. I think I remember that.
Also, I remember in adventure mode, um, I would like on the PlayStation 3 version. That was the first version I ever had on Minecraft. But on the PlayStation 3 version, I had I just would every single time like a new map would come out, like they had a Halloween map and like all those new maps on like the cheap like they had like Xbox One edition, same kind of thing, just like the like console legacy something or other, and I would just
Yeah.
yeah, and I would just like go on adventure mode on the first time when I went on it usually. And it was just really useless, but it was kind of fun to play around with those worlds.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
I mean, yeah.
So next question. So, should Minecraft add vertical planks? What do you think about that?
Mm. Oof.
I think that it could be really, really cool. Like if you're like building, like with stairs, you could like put like a really low, like kind of like a little bit like not one block closed in wall, but like part block closed in wall, and then like you'd like add on to like stairs, and I think it could make it look more abstract with building and like creative and stuff. But
Yeah.
what do you
And
think?
what is the guy's name? What's his name? The crazy redstone dude. Um,
Mumbo jumbo?
Moto? Yeah, Mumbo.
Mumbo moto, bro, what? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Oh my
Komodo
word.
Moto likes you.
My goodness, dude. Oh, don't do that. Don't play that, please.
Oh, I can't believe
Oh,
I said that. Oh, I'm so
dude.
dumb. Moto.
Oh my word.
Okay, guys, today we're gonna play a big, fat, and chunky. Oh gosh.
Oh,
That was such a screw up.
that was a really bad screw up. Okay.
Yeah,
Moto, mumbo
Jumbo.
jumbo, dude. That's what you meant. I already know that. Not moto
him.
moto. So bad.
I think
Oh my
YouTubers
word.
like him could definitely use that to an advantage.
Yeah, for sure.
'Cause, I don't know. I think it's more of a design.
Yeah, I don't really think it's with
There's
redstone.
memes.
I don't really think it's with redstone. I think it's more like a design.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. They could have a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go to the next question.
Bad guys for the cough.
Do you think Minecraft guns should be added?
The flip? Bruh, is Minecraft trying to like support genocide?
No,
or
no, no,
something?
no.
What the heck?
Nah. They said that they would never add guns. They like said that. But I'm just curious. What do you think? Do you think they should add guns?
Actually, I'm not surprised because
There's so many gun mods that you can add. Like you can add so many gun mods. It's
but
crazy.
Also, Minecraft is like pro environment. Like if you guys haven't seen, like they chose not to add sharks because there's like a big surge in humans, killing sharks not being friends,
And it wouldn't help or
all that kind
something?
of stuff.
Dude, I actually didn't know. Isn't Minecraft Mohang got bought by Microsoft? So I'm pretty sure.
My gosh, the voice cracks. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah, but I think that their like style is more like it's more fantasy. It's not really like
I think it's
it's
pro-ecoism, if I'm correct of what that is.
yeah. It's I think that Minecraft is more like a fantasy game. It's not really like modern, you know? And so I think that it
It isn't. Yeah, there's mods for that too.
yeah, there's mods, but and if you want it, you can add mods. But I don't think that Minecraft should add it like itself because I just don't think that that would be something that people would use that much. And I think that Minecraft would get hated.
I don't. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think that if you really really want it, if you're like someone that's really into first person shooters or whatever, and you're like, I want to play Minecraft because I'm actually talking about this in one of my recent videos. Like if you want to add like guns, make your own mod or find a mod from someone else. Like there's so many gun mods you can add. Like it's actually crazy. It's actually crazy.
Is that like a controversial topic too?
It's a pretty controversial topic. It's actually kind of surprising.
Where
Like
did you find it?
I actually don't remember where I found it, but I'll put all the links where I found everything in the description, guys. But it's not necessarily controversial, but just something that's an interesting topic, and I think that would be kind of fun to talk through. Okay, next question. Should parents cut off the use of video games to prevent like maybe not necessarily cut off, but like prevent like I don't know, constrict on like screen time
Lord,
on screen time?
I'm scared of what you're going here.
Do you think that parents should like cut off the use of like screen time or video games or whatever to prevent like
freaking violence?
uh
I was like
spoiler alert.
Talking with you, and I'm playing Shell Shockers, and Shell Shockers is a shooting game.
Yeah.
And so it's not like after this, when my parents come home from something they're doing at church, I don't know what. It's not like after they come home, I'm just gonna be like, I hate you. You know, it's not gonna be anything like.
Yeah, I think that.
Question.
Yeah.
For later.
Yeah, I think that. Anyways, but should parents cut off the use of video games to prevent like video game addiction, or maybe not necessarily cut off, but just restrict? You know, I think personally, my parents do this, and I might not like it in like at the beginning, but I think that it could still be helpful. Like it can be helpful to maybe like.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily they cut off your time at a certain point, but maybe if they like, if they, of course, like we're not parents. Like if we're parents, then that would be really, really weird. But I think that at least for me, being a kid, I think that it's really helpful to maybe at first like have like screen time, like 2 hours and 30 minutes or 2 hours. I don't know. Maybe start at like 30 minutes and then work your way up. And then at a certain point, let them decide how long. And if you think that they're getting like consumed with it or overdoing it, then tell them, like as a parent, tell them, and then just be like, hey, like I think that you should maybe cut down a little bit, and if they don't cut down, then maybe stop and then start back at like an hour and 30 minutes. I don't know. That's just me though. So
because parents are gonna listen to 14-year-old Malachi's advice. That's what parents are gonna do.
I mean if they're smart, then they'd listen to me, right? I don't know, just kidding.
Well, I think
because I'm 13, right?
There's plenty of like people I know that have problems with like, I guess they don't have problems.
Yeah.
They just stay on way more than I ever imagined.
Yeah.
I would stay on.
For sure. Like some of my like closest friends that I started my YouTube channel with. Not necessarily gonna say any names, but you guys probably already know if you've watched my channel for a while. They, not all of them, I guess, mainly just one, but I'm not gonna say any names again. They are just on it all the time. Like they wake up, watch YouTube, maybe write like a video script, go to school. As long as they have good grades, their parents let them do this. Like they go home, and then they just do like whatever they want, and I'm just like they're just like on until like 8 or whatever, and it's crazy. Like. Honestly, that just wouldn't be good for me. Like, you need social. Like, during COVID.
I just can't imagine.
Yeah. Just, like, during COVID, it just makes you, like, less social. especially during COVID. Like when you're not going to school, you're just like online all the time, just like on a computer all the time. It's just like, wow,
And it
like
doesn't
it's
help that
brutal.
we go to his. Oh my gosh.
You good, bro?
No. And it also doesn't help. Like, it doesn't always help to. And or I was gonna say it doesn't always help. Like, we go to a school that requires computers to use
Yeah,
at work.
yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. That's just something to point out. But yeah, it's just I can I become surprised when a lot of some of my friends that I have like spend more time online than I usually think is a be
Is appropriate.
standard
Like, yeah,
time.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And I think that that's like their choice. That's their parents' choice. I'm not a parent, but I think that that would be a better thing, just for like a healthy balance. My parents say that a lot. So, again, we're kids though. So if you're a parent, you can take our advice if you want. As a kid's like idea, but I mean, don't blame it on us, please. Okay. Next topic. Do video games actually cause violence? I think
Will not stress this crap enough.
it's
No, video games do not frickin' cause violence.
okay, chill out. Dude, I think that
I'm gonna become violent because of
okay. I think that I don't there's so many memes about this, but like I don't think that necessarily video games cause violence, but things in video games can like cause violence. Like if you rage quitting, obviously, like that kind of like if you're like addicted to a game and then you're like really mad that you died or something and then you like throw the controller or something. That's like more like that's the more kind of violence that I think of. It's not like school shootings are.
Oh, I think it's school.
Dude, that's such a bad topic. Just like I really don't think that like school shootings are the because of video games. Like
I don't know where anybody got that topic from.
I don't
What
know.
I was gonna say is like, I think what you're trying to say is that I think I think it depends on like your regulation with how much you spend online.
Y-
That causes you to
Yeah,
like
for sure. Like we were
behave a
just talking
certain
about.
way.
Yeah, just like addiction, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's not like how much just how
I think,
addicted you are. Like if you die in like I don't know shell shockers, like you were just saying, and you've been playing it for like 4 hours, you're probably gonna get even more mad than if you just started and you just died.
Hurricane Katrina.
Just like throwing, I don't know, just like
I think
there's
it just.
so many funny
I
videos.
don't think
It shouldn't be
it's.
funny, but
I think the common mistake people, or I think the common mistake Karens make is that they think that it's the video game that causes the violence. Really, it's your emotions
it's
and
the addiction.
reactions.
It's the addiction. I don't think it's the video game.
It's the emotions and reactions that you have.
Yeah.
I think cause it.
For sure. Okay. Next topic, guys. This is gonna be really short. Like we need to make this much longer to be able to find more topics and whatever. But here we go. What is your opinion on video game clients and hacks? Like hack clients. Like I don't know, flying in Minecraft, aimbot, ESP. What is your opinion on video game client / like hacks? So hack clients like aimbot or ESP or that kind of thing.
I'm confused on what the heck you're saying.
So like, what do you think? Like, would you want to get like a I don't know aimbot or whatever, or like I don't know, like, would you want to get that like a like kill aura or whatever in Minecraft or I don't know. What do you think of that? What do you think of people who do it? What do you think of yeah?
Like, what is my stereotype on?
Not your stereotype. What do you think of people that use hacks, or would you get hacks? You're making this way more complicated than it should be.
Sorry, can you say that again? For some
Oh my
reason?
word. What is your opinion on video game clients or hacks? Like, would you get client hacks? Would you get like aimbot in shell shockers or something? And what do you think of the people that have aimbot and stuff like that?
Honestly, I don't care. It is what it is. Like,
Really? Dude, I really, really don't like people that do that. I mean, I guess I understand if like you're
you
pranking
do it
your friend.
yourself.
No, I don't.
What the heck?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You said you have like hacks or something for shell shockers.
What are you talking about, bro? I never have had hacks ever.
Remember when I
In my
sent
entire
you that
life.
email saying like, remember when I sent you that email saying like,
You found like a hack for shell shockers. Yeah.
yeah, and you said, okay, noob or something like that.
What?
And
I
then you were
never
like,
said
I have
anything
enough-
like that.
What? I remember you saying.
I never said anything like that. Anyways, I really, really don't think that it's like I wouldn't get it, and if I even did, I would never use it, like ever, almost ever. Like I'd probably only use it if I'm like pranking my friends or something. And I'm no hard feelings, guys, because this is a somewhat touchy subject maybe, but no hard feelings to anyone that might use that, but I just really don't think that it's that big of a deal.
Just in case, you suck. You guys don't suck. You can't call my fan base that, bro. You guys are my elves. You guys are the base.
Okay.
of my
Okay.
channel. I can't call you.
Yep.
I can't.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
stop.
Yep. You probably should stop. I think that it also just depends on how severe the hack is. Like if you're like flying around like a Minecraft server playing Bed Wars, just like destroying people's beds, that's just messed up. Like I don't know why you're doing that. It's not fun anymore. Like that's not even fun. Like how
I feel like
would
the
you?
game has to be. You have to apply the rules. You have to apply yourself to the rules in the game to make it fun.
Yeah. For sure.
If you like, say Area 51 is the game I'm talking about, okay? Then you find a way, like you see a UFO, you shoot that down, you shoot that thing down with like a sniper, like a Glock 7.
Yeah.
I don't know, with a scope, sniper rifle, whatever.
Mhm.
You shoot that thing down, and you like, GTA the heck out of that alien. You go in the alien's starship,
Okay.
and you go inside Area 51. That's technically cheating, because the way a human would do that is a human would just physically walk through the gate and go all the way to Area 51.
Yeah.
That was a terrible analogy.
It was absolutely terrible.
Still.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it just depends. I think it depends on a
What I'm trying-
lot of things.
The point I'm trying to say is you have to, people, like, I guess the OGs, you could say, they play the game because it was appealing,
Yeah.
and just played by the rules, basically. They played by how the game standards, and so I think when people like bypass that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
it's not fun at all.
Yeah. It's just not
Now,
fun to
if we're
play with
talking
people.
about now, if we're talking about bypassing Go Guardian,
That's a different thing. I mean, as long as you get your work done, I
Yeah,
think
that's
that
a
it's
different
kind of
story.
annoying. But if I understand it, if there's like kids that aren't getting their
it's
work
annoying
done,
for the teachers.
yeah, because then they have to deal with it. To be honest, if you guys don't know what Go Guardian is, it's just like a app that like schools get and whatever, and then they can monitor your screen and close your tabs, and it's just it's a complete mess. But it's
Got this
I don't know.
one Karen dude. He just can Go Guardians the heck out of us, man.
Dude,
Oh
he's
my gosh, the voice cracks are killing me.
he just like literally he'll like just like look at our screens and he'll be like, no games or video. It's so funny, dude. Oh my word.
Games or video.
And we found like so many different like links for shell shockers, and like it's so funny. It's honestly so funny.
I know, yeah.
And he just like keeps like perma blocking them on like the school like admin and whatever.
It was
It's
like the founder of the source of all links for shell shockers.
there's like two,
It's
but
like the
yeah.
Declaration of Independence. Okay.
Okay, next topic. Do you think PlayStation or Xbox is better, or do you think like another console is better?
Oh, Xbox. Heck, yo.
I don't know.
I'm choosing that fridge.
I
Choosing that fridge, my guy. Xbox fridge.
the Xbox fridge.
Oh, for real though, I think Xbox though.
I think that it depends on what you're going for.
Mhm.
It depends on what games you
What do you
play.
mean
It
going
depends.
for, like,
So like
the games? Yeah.
with PlayStation, you can get a ton more games, but the social network is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Like non-negotiable. It's
The
terrible.
only benefit of PlayStation, in my opinion,
Is the
this
games
just
that
what
they
I've researched.
have.
Games that they offer you are really fun, and they're fairly new as well. Like they're not
Yeah.
bad at all.
And just like the graphics and stuff, everything is really smooth. And I really do feel like PlayStation and Xbox are just different in so many ways. Like honestly, Xbox kind of sucks for using Minecraft. Not even gonna lie. Like especially Xbox One. Like it's I've played if it's any multiplayer
it's
on the
bad
same
from
if
Minecraft?
it's any multiplayer split screen, it is the frame rate just like drops like
Right.
insane and it's terrible.
The frame rate
And then on PlayStation,
terrible if it's-
on PlayStation, instead of the frame rate just dropping to like 0 in like 0.5 seconds and just like you barely being able to do anything because it's just lagging you backwards all the time, you can actually kind of walk around and do stuff and it's not as weird. It's not as annoying. I think also it just depends on the Xbox you have for sure. But
I have an Xbox One S and performs fairly well.
yeah.
It's not terrible at all. I just think I personally choose Xbox over PlayStation because yeah, I know PS4 or the the PlayStation. I know that it offers more games.
Mhm.
The quality of those games.
Oh, okay. That's I think
the
that
games on the PlayStation is actually pretty good.
yeah.
What I'm trying to get here at though, you can still get the same games on Xbox at a lower price,
No.
and Xbox overall, when you're playing the games on there, it performs pretty well.
I
So
I
think this is a tough question. I'm not gonna lie.
okay, I think that
Tough
PlayStation
question.
I think that PlayStation is better because with a lot of things, if it depends. Like also, like I just said, like if you're gonna be like hanging out with your friends online and whatever all the time, or like on chat or whatever, get an Xbox, like 100%, because there's so much less social networking and social stuff on a PlayStation. Unless all your friends are getting a PlayStation, then yeah, get a PlayStation. But if any of your friends have like any Xbox games or just a PC, then get an Xbox if you want to do any social kind of stuff on there. Because on PlayStations, you can't really do anything social. Like if you have Minecraft, you can't do Xbox chat. Like it's just brutal on a PlayStation. But and also the quality of the games you can't get on Xbox. A lot of them, some of them at least. And also on Xbox, like you get a bunch of free games or whatever with like Xbox Game Pass or whatever. But a lot of the games are just bad. Like it's like 500 games or whatever you can play, and all of them are just like Final Fantasy, dude. Like I don't know. It's just really really bad. It's really bad. I really don't like the Xbox Game Pass. Like they're like, oh, you get like all these games for free when you buy like Xbox Game Pass. I'm just like, no, like that's not how. No, it's terrible. But
Oh, I totally got like ridiculed the heck out of using the Xbox. 'Cause,
by who?
I mean, I guess fair points, but you gotta get. I have to give credit where it's due. So
Yeah, it just depends on what you're looking for sure. I think. But and what your friends have. So.
like for example, I can play Rocket League so easy.
Oh yeah.
On Xbox, like I'm baller at Rocket League.
I think it's just what you're used to, dude. It's not necessarily also Xbox with their controller design. Xbox controller design is so loyal, dude. It's so loyal. Whereas PlayStation controllers have just like switch the design and like everything. But at least Xboxes kind of keep the same design of the controller kind of throughout. Anyways, last question. Here we go. So, what do you think about Nintendo Switches? This is a really weird question.
You probably should have fit this question in with the Xbox or PS4 or PlayStation, but I think you kind of I feel like Nintendo's kind of its own thing.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I put it separate, because it's not really honest. It's honestly not really competing about PlayStation 4s and Xboxes, because some people have a PlayStation 4 and a Nintendo Switch, or an Xbox and a Nintendo Switch. And I think that Nintendo Switches are just much more portable. It's not really like something you... if you're gonna look for a console, don't get a Nintendo Switch. I honestly really don't think you should get a Nintendo Switch if you're looking for a console to like play with friends or whatever, or just like to plug into your TV. I really, and like the Nintendo Switch Lite is just it's not worth it. Just get the Nintendo Switch for like the genuine one for like much better.
Oh man, this one's like kind of hard.
Yeah, for sure.
Think of an answer for this one.
I do think it works really well. Like the business model they have with it is really good. Like it's honestly just like super good. The battery life for binge watching or anything, you only get like 3.5 hours of like Legends of Zelda or whatever, Breath of the Wild. You get like 3.5 hours, and then you have to find another power source to plug it in, and then like you're like, oh, or put it in its dock, and then you have to play on like tiny little controllers or like the really uncomfortable controller, and it's comfortable in your hand when you're holding it as an actual console, like just by itself. I think. And the games load really fast compared to PlayStation 4s or Xboxes too.
They do.
They really do. They load really fast. And
yeah.
Also, but the another thing is the controller and like the controlling of like games that you might play on your PlayStation 4 or Xbox. The controls are honestly really different too. Like on Minecraft, I was like, what are these controls?
It's kind of like the opposite.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's
like a Matrix.
It's kind of messed up. You have to like figure out all your controls and stuff again. But my word. And also it's pretty small. If you're going to use it as like a console, which I said I wouldn't suggest, it is really small. Even just in the dock, like it's really small, pretty not noticeable usually. Unless you have like one of the like printed ones or whatever. So and like also again like game titles you can't get on PlayStation or Xbox, like Nintendo game titles, like I don't know, like Mario Kart and other stuff like that, and then like Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild, like that is a really good game. That's like the main game that honestly was like really like advertised.
Games on there are pretty cool too.
Yeah, for sure. Like the Mario like 3D or whatever. But
yeah.
Anyways, guys, I think we're gonna.
Didn't even say anything. Oh my goodness, you selfish baka.
Okay.
I didn't even say anything.
Okay.
like,
Say what you want to say.
No. I have to
Say what you.
my part.
Okay, say it then.
This is terrible. Guys, this is what bad friends look like. Just kidding, Malachi.
Hey, come on. Don't even say that.
Okay, you know what? Let me rephrase that. This is what happens when you don't speak.
I speak though. What? And you speak too.
You know what?
What?
Hey,
I'm
Frick.
so confused.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think what was? You're gonna have to repeat the question because I got so off topic and I was gonna go on like a Stephen A rant. Say it again.
The question, your thoughts on thoughts on a Nintendo Switch. That was the question.
On Nintendo Switch. I go to my friend's house. Obviously, you guys won't see, but I'm pointing is the direction of my friend's house. I go over to his house for a while, and we play games. He has a Nintendo
Switch or NES?
Honestly,
like a Switch?
Switch.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he has a Switch.
Yeah.
And I think I feel like it depends on how I'm used. Like I'm kind of used to Nintendo Switch.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Really like baller with it.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll play games on there and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think it depends on how used I am. Because
Yeah. Like how much you use it constantly. But then I feel like when you're using a Switch all the time and you're used to that, then you go to an Xbox and you're like, what am I doing? Like I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Okay, I'll do this. My thoughts on Nintendo if you haven't played on it. It is fun. It's fast. I also recommend getting the Pro game controllers for it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because it's pretty hard for me to use the
like little Joy-Cons.
The Joy-Cons.
Mm-hmm.
And so I usually just use my friend's
Pro controller.
But
those are kind of expensive.
Yeah, they are expensive, but he has two. Anyways, what I was saying is, I think, like, excuse me.
Dude, they're like.
If you're speaking from a perspective of not playing it, like not ever playing it, and then you just get on for the first time for some reason, it's gonna take a little while to get used to, because it's gonna take a little while to get used to.
Yeah.
The controls, they're swapped.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can change that in a setting or something.
Probably.
The controls
or just change
swapped.
like your hotkeys or whatever.
Number 2.
Dude, but the Nintendo Switch Pro controllers are like $60, dude. And like if you want different colors, they're like $80.
No, they are. My friend's just able to afford them though.
Dude, that's expensive. Crazy.
No, they are expensive. What I was saying was, if you're speaking from a term of not playing it ever and then just hopping on, it's gonna take a little bit to get used to.
Oh yeah, at least an hour
If you've
minimum.
Played it for more than If you've played it for more than 5
hours.
10 times actually.
10 times. Okay.
And if you've played the Nintendo Switch for like 10 times, you're pretty used to the controls, but now you just need to focus on being skilled at the game that you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've played it for more than 20, if you played it more for like 20 times, you should be used to it and you should be able to be skilled. I think it just depends on the usage on it, but honestly, I don't think it's that bad. I'm pretty glad Nintendo Switches are a thing.
Yeah, for sure. I think that they're a really good console.
People can get tired of the Xbox and
yeah, for sure.
The PS and the PlayStation. So I personally recommend the Xbox. But
okay.
Nintendo
Again,
Switch
it
is
just
a good
depends.
sidekick.
It depends on what you're doing. It just depends on what you're doing on them. So, but I think that a Switch is just a really, really good thing just to have, just to kind of, do whatever. So, anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video and episode. If you're watching the podcast episodes, yeah. If you guys like this, please share it so that it can get a certain amount of views. And if it gets a certain amount of views, I don't know. Let's just say, I don't know. What do you think, Julius? Like what? 30, 40 views? I think that's probably pretty good. 30, 40 views.
Let's shoot for 50.
Okay, 50 views. Okay, 50 views, and we will do another episode. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. Later.